So in this episode we're gonna do glitches, and I think I hinted something for the previous episode, but there is a certain achievement where if you get it, the game changes completely, and glitches are a part of this change too. So they will appear as soon as you have this change, and yeah, let's jump into it. I made some cool effects using imported images in Photoshop. Like, for example, I used those images here, as you can see, and I imported all four into the game and set it to display at random, not random, just at fixed intervals. But apart from that, I did my own code that allows you to see the glitch. Just looks like a glitch basically. So let's make a small test when you wake up as 65. So I've debugged already the game and told it to wake up as 65 instead of 64. And as you can see now, the text is different. So one of the glitches is here. Alright, let's edit this. You may have noticed that I didn't use the images I showed you from Photoshop. That's because every glitch is different than the previous one, and I made 5 different screen effects depending which one you find, and the 5th one is the one that uses those images, which is basically the biggest glitch. So first of all, let's make this guy fixed and non-collidable, and then we're gonna have it only trigger when the player has the torch. Actually, I need to delete this from here, and that one here. Alright. So, because I didn't have the torch, it wasn't so obvious, so I will add this cell is locked anyway. You will be able to see the glitch without the torch, but only if you have the torch, then it will glitch out the way it did now. Alright. So far in the game I've added 3 glitches, which they kind of look alike, but they're in different places. So I will quickly go and change the torch thing. If I can find it, that is alright. The other one is here. And the other one is here. So, well, just to demonstrate the effect, I will add 5 glitches into the testing area and show you the different states. Alright. So I thought about doing an error message, an error pop-up sound, but I couldn't find a good one. So, well, I guess this one is okay. So this is number 1. This is number 2. Alright, so this is, as you can see, the last one was a bit more glitchy than the others. And I was thinking, since I imported that picture, to add it in number 2 as well. So I will go and change. So I did this, basically, but that's in the last one. So when you have 4, this triggers before you get a 5th one, so that's why it says 4. But actually I could grab this guy and add it here. Okay, 1 second, just to make it more variable and stuff. Alright, so these are the 5 glitches. Now we need to find places to add them. I placed 3 of them already. Let me test one more, the second glitch, and then we can find some ways to glitch the game. There we go. That looked better. Okay, so let's move this guy back to the beginning. Destroy these guys because our prop limit is getting close to the edge. Alright, so first one is here. Second one should be, I don't know, somewhere with a high ceiling. I want to add it somewhere in a corner. Some sort. Oh, here we go. Maybe here. So you're going like this though. No, it needs to be out of view. Alright, maybe in this room. Yeah, here, definitely here. There's plenty of space. Alright, let me grab another one. Alright. Okay, so this glitch would be a bit different. different, I mean different model. I'll do before messing with those characters, the easiest way is to save first, which I did by pressing test. So now I just exit in case I crash the game, because I'm messing with stuff that are not meant to be messed with. Then at least I won't have anything lost. I won't lose anything. Let's go with test. Nothing. Alright. Alright, maybe something like this. And for legs, I'll do actually, how about this? No legs. Or maybe plain shoes. Is this supposed to be female clothing? Because it looks male. Anyway, how about nothing? Just the body. Alright. We have this guy here. I want to make it a bit scary though. Like, hey Gory, how's it going? this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. We need one more. Okay, Corey, since you're here, any ideas on how a glitch would look inside the game? Like, so far I made it look like a character with no head. It has a primitive sphere instead of a head, like this guy here, and it's like moving weirdly. But what do you think would look glitch would look like? Because I'm missing one. And in the meantime, I'll find a place to place it. I think I'll place it in this room. Where's it? In here. Maybe up here. Maybe some furniture that are on the side. Periodically skipping around. You mean the image? That's not the stream actually, that's my PS. That's, if you're wondering about the thing that just lags the game like this now. Oh, as in every user oh, you mean the idea? Alright. Oh, well, it needs to be based on a location, because you have to look at it in order to trigger it, so it's not actually a glitch in the game. Like, for example, there is, just imagine this chair here is like placed here like this, and then you have to look at the chair like this, and when you look at it in game, then your screen will glitch out and you will trigger another collectible, let's say. Like this, imagine if it was like this. This will trigger it, for example. Alright, let me add the logic from one of these guys. Add it here. Paste. Alright, I'm gonna make it just face everywhere, basically, and that will happen every 0.2. So it's okay. Loop. So that will be random vector, circle. There we go. That will make it freak out. Okay. Not sure what happened to the chair because it's gonna freak out so much time. Maybe if I create it when the player enters the room, so to save the whole freaking out thing all the time, I guess. Alright, maybe like this. It doesn't matter the app vector because it's already freaking out. So alright, let's grab the player, place him there and see how it looks. Alright. There you go. That looks like a glitch. But it doesn't trigger when I look at it, so let me edit that. Strange thing, is the view sensor covering high areas as well? Not sure. Alright, yeah. For some reason it doesn't trigger for too long. So what I'm gonna do is make it into another page. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's very quick, that's why. That will affect the whole game. What I'm gonna do is add the light up here. I was thinking about that anyway, so that you can see it easier. creates that. There's a lot of things based on the radius of the torch, so alright, yeah, no worries. Go. So now it will not freak out unless we see it, so which is a good thing. Alright, so now we have our 5 glitches. We're gonna have to start creating the secret ending again. So I'm gonna go to test cases. Let's see, next. Goes through, alright. So we have that. Now we'll place the player in the end. I think I've coded something already, but let's see it again. Actually, I don't need to can trigger the end manually, but alright, no, I will trigger it normally once just to see how it looks, and then I will make it quicker the next time. So alright, so first of all, this is the trigger zone that makes the monster thing. Oh, it's not this one? I'm confused. It looks like this one. Yeah. Alright, so I need to make this one. What? Wait. Oh. Well, that's why it didn't work. Alright, yeah, you need to be a bit bigger, and I forgot to change the... Alright, I'll place it somewhere here. I think it's enough. Right here. Because it didn't trigger the whole monster eating you thing. Alright, so now I think we have glitched unlocked now, so we're probably gonna see different ending. But I haven't finished it yet. So if I made this right, then we should have different models now. And okay, so that's 65 is correct, and there we go. That's the glitch version. Alright, so this has to change because we're stuck in the loop. And this is where everything will freak out. As you can see now, the game does not end because I've said it that once you have that unlocked, something else will happen. Alright, so let's get to work. First of all, let's change the dialogue. Alright, and right, so what I'm gonna do here when the cutscene ends, so there's a fade out, right? This is the one. So this will only trigger when you have the glitched thing. No. Alright, so we will not have that fade out. Hey Corey, welcome back. So instead, after when that happens, when there is a glitch normally in the end, I will say when we have that achievement, where's it? Glitched, then world base equals 0. Okay, so here is where things will start. Oh wait, here's where things will start to get funky, because everything's gonna freeze. I'm gonna trigger the big static again. Large static, how's it called? Large static. No, actually, you know what? I need my own. I'll create a second one because that messes up the logic of the achievement. So I will go here and say, where's the effects? So, oh yeah, so we have it. Oh damn it. Alright, so I'll have to create a line here. I just want to use this guy here. Delete the condition. And I also want to use the main effects of this guy, which is this. Oh well, yeah, this one too. So I'll place this somewhere here. And what else? Yeah, all that stuff here. So this will be global. Static 2. Okay. And since we're done with the large static one, I'm gonna place it back to where it was. Okay. Alright, so large static one, let's make sure there is no logic related to that achievement first. Okay, I don't see anything. Oh yeah, this has to be number 2. it's a big effect. Alright, so we need iteration to trigger it off, and that's it. Alright, let's find the exit. Okay. Okay, so end. Alright, so say we freeze the world, and that happens. I was thinking whether to let the player gaze at the room, the medical room, or I don't know how to make the transition. I was thinking of something different. Like as soon as you break the door, you're inside the medical room instead of the field in here. But that would mean that you will never see that extra player, the glitzy one. So something here. Alright, you know what? Maybe when that happens, then I'm gonna switch to another page. Okay, so this. Okay, we need a new page here. Switch to secret area. Go. Okay, and when you switch to secret area, we're gonna have some sort of logic cube. Let me find the logic cube. Actually, I'm gonna take this guy. Even though it has a lot of references, I need the page, and I won't probably be able to copy that page normally, so I'm just gonna copy him like that. Alright, so we're moving to the medical room. And place it from this side, which is the, I think this will be an empty side. Alright, so everything is already set up from a previous cutscene, so I'm just gonna delete this page. This is the page that I want. Alright, let's see. So this is based on the actual, damn it, it's based on the actual brain of the player. Oh, actually it's not that bad, because, alright, cool. Just gonna leave this empty, and I'm gonna bring that logic cube from there. So it's this guy. This guy is the most complex camera logic I've ever made in a game. It's a treasure. It's a treasure trove. So what this guy does is create its own camera. It's gonna place this on the head here. Place So actually it's better to have it a bit on the front in case we do a transition, not to overlap with the actual character. So I'll place this puppy down, and everything's set up here on its own, and then controls do everything. Hey Amnesia, how's it going? Alright, okay, so this guy has to be enabled though. Alright, cool, glad to hear that. And this one will be, this logic will enable this guy, not this guy. Come on, there we go. Okay, so this guy is also disabled. I could say power down, but it's the same thing. Okay, let's select this guy. Started. Yeah, I'm doing very good. I'm a bit sleepy today, as you can see. I'm barely speaking, but yeah, I'm doing very good. I'm trying to figure out this cutscene here just to make it transfer to the secret area. Hopefully this will work. Right, let's test it out and see what happens. Alright, so similar to this camera, it will be the camera that inside the secret room. Actually, it's facing the opposite side because I have it set it up so yeah, there is some initial variables that I need to fix. Yeah, I was thinking of a way to make this debug easier without having to play all that, but I think it will break a few stuff if I do that. Okay, so I need to go into this guy here. Yeah, and say, okay, so start yaw should be 0. I think I'll fix it. Wait, I think that has to be the same, if I remember well. Really? Oh. Well, it happens sometimes. People need their coffee, you know. Alright, so let's see. So that's okay. Grimnosaurus is okay. Yeah, I think the yo was the problem. Yo camera, let's start yo. Let's see. No, actually, before I do that, one thing I noticed is as soon as the glitch happens, it just switches straight away to the secret area, but it's not good. I want the world to freeze for a bit. So actually, I'm gonna grab one of the glitch icons, which is in here, and I'm gonna place that into the cutscene for just, I don't know, like 2 seconds. Right, so yeah, I think this would be the best one. Okay, so instead of switching to the secret area, actually, no, it has to be before that. Alright, so this will be for 2 seconds. Play that cool sound of the electricity.
Okay, ready to go. So, okay, well, are you sure? And if well, this'll be a good call.
So I play the same one I used. Save the camera. Alright, so this will be for 2 seconds. All of it. And then this happens. Actually, you know what? The closest the characters, the better it would look when it freezes the place. So I will say 4 here instead of something else. What's on 7? Alright. Alright. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, let's see how it looks. Actually, I don't like the effect I use on the glitz. I think I have another... Oh, there we go. That was perfect. Now you can look around. And as you can see, there is a clamped variable, so you cannot look more than... It's lagging a bit though, not sure what happens. Alright, I need to remove the bird sounds. And what else? Maybe add a sound inside here, some sort of machinery. Which one? You mean the one that breaks stuff? It's player control, but it's not. It's a bit limited. You cannot go left or right. You can only go forward, but you control your player. Okay, so yeah, I need to change that glitch guy here, character X. I think I have a better idea for this. First of all, I'm gonna make it... Oh my god, there's so many channels. I need to make it a bit more subtle, because I will use a vector logic to make it look a bit more random. Yeah, I think that will do. And then you'll have your app be a random vector, not circle, cone, on, with an angle of 2 and a direction word up. Right, so that will make it look a bit better. Place this back. And then, okay, so we have our cutscene here. And alright, since you're here, Corey, can you tell me how to use the depth of field? Like, I want to start from a fully blurred look. Like, imagine this room, but it's fully in blur, and then as time goes on, it gets more detailed, like full focus or less depth of field. So, if you have any suggestions, let me know. So I will have depth of field. It's a far blur amount. Actually, you know what? Near blur amount. I will have those be the same variable and decrease that. So blur amount. Alright, okay. Oh, great. In the meantime, I'll just use a basic version here. Let's say amount decrement by 0.01, and yeah, so blur amount is greater than 0. Alright, let's see how this looks and how much time it takes. I need it to be around, I don't know, maybe 7 to 10 seconds. There we go. Now it looks a bit more glitzy. Actually, I could do a hologram. I didn't think of that. Oh yeah, I forgot to remove the birds. Oh, by the way, there's no depth of field. Yeah, I seriously need you, Corey. As always, this is so difficult to code. Alright, yeah, let me remove the birds real quick. And actually, let me add a new ambient sound based on those, on the machinery. Yes, exactly, that's what I want. That would be the ambient sound, and now I just found another cool thing I can do. I will power it down. Where Where's the room? Where is the room? Should be here. Right. So I was thinking when you first come here, I will also play this sound. Satellite this. Where is it? Okay, I'll play both because they sound awesome. Right, so this and also why not play everything? There we go. 3 sounds in a row. And play all the sounds. Yes, exactly. Alright, so I'm also gonna do some really cool text that Corey gave it to me in the morning. So let's write this down. Right, so error lost connection to node S1 post at 10:54 786. Service offline. And then we need to have a blinking thing here. Plus creating a text variable called underscore in the middle of the screen so you can see it with a priority of 7. And what else? Oh yeah, type on speed need 150. Okay, so the underscore equals to this, and that will be count time. I don't know, how much time does it take? I think it's every half a second. The underscore blink, I think it's every half a second. Right. There we go, that's how you do an underscore. Alright. Hopefully we remove the birds, place the underscore, and let's do a little test, and then alright, well, if you I don't mind if it's linear, Corey. I don't want to put you into too much trouble with trigonometry. If it's linear, it's fine, because it's gonna play very slowly. It's gonna transition very slowly, so it doesn't matter if it's smooth or not. So just tell me which ones to decrement, that's fine. I don't mind. Alright, so after this test I'm gonna start creating the doctors, because we need 2 doctors in the room. I'm not sure how we're gonna do this, but we'll see. Really? Yeah. Oh, what? Why is it saying ambient sound? Oh, I completely did. Let me change it really fast. Oh, I also didn't initialize the sound well. How did I expect this to work? Okay, so this goes here. And we also have to say global ambient sound equals to 8 if we want this to work. And I have to set this to 8. Done. Open up, open up. What did I just do? I just went through the door? I have to fix that. You know, funny thing about this area, in Xbox it plays a lot better than it plays on my PC. So what you see now is a bit better on Xbox. This is totally strange, but it's fine by me, you know. Ah, the hologram, forgot. Ah, I forgot the hold. And why does it do that? There's no way to fix indentation, is there? It used to work, but I can't make it work anymore. I don't know what happened. Alright, I'll try to make it work, but let's see. To everything. I don't do stacking. I'll do it even text alignment. Let's see if it works. Hopefully it does. And here I forgot to add a hold time to make it look better. Okay, so we have that. Alright, hologram. I remembered. It's a good thing. So remembering stuff is a good thing. Can first cover this area that I just spotted. Alright. So your color would be looks good, I think. Alright, so red and your hologram black. See how this will look. I was thinking to make this a rainbow color somehow. You guys know any way to make it random? Let's do that and see if it works. It will be rainbow color. What else? Yeah. Try to have a second here. I'm just waiting for Corey to give me the blur code, and I'm doing some tweaks in the whole glitz area here. I basically made the glitz model to hologram with a rainbow effect, and I want to add half a second where the glitz happens. There's a no, what have I done here? Right. Okay, so this is normally 6. 4 will be only the glitz happened. Wait, campaign glitz. Damn it. 2 lines. That's great. Should, if you have it, should. Right, and I'll make this 4.5. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Alright. Let me find the blur. Okay. So you said so duration 10. Blur amount equals 1.5 multiplied by timer ratio remaining. Alright. Yay. So? Alright, we don't need this. Oh well, alright, is that correct? So, should I start by blur amount equals 1? Or should I start by blur amount equals 0? When you initialize the page. I think I don't need to initialize anything anyway, because this will change, so deleting this, and alright, cool. Okay, I will definitely save this, because I might need it in the future. So I'll save this. Blur. I'll say blur out. It doesn't make sense, but it makes to me. Alright. Let's see how this looks. Okay, cool. Let's. And if it looks cool, then we also have to add those two lights. And then the doctors. Ah, there you go. Superpowers. Yes, identification worked. Alright. And the devil field worked. Great job, Corey. Alright. Okay, so I think that was a bit too early. I think it just blurred, like the duration of making things clear was a bit too short. I want to make it at least 6 times what we have now. So do I just increase the duration here, or what do I do? If I make this 60, for example. Okay, and also let's try to make the doctors now. So we have this text. This guy's attached to. Alright. So we grabbed everything. We did. Interesting. Yeah, okay, cool. Nice. Good job. Alright, so we can move this guy too. Yeah, I want those lights to be a bit to the front, so you will be able to see them. That's why I'm doing all this. Alright, also let's move those lights to the back now. Yeah, here's good. Okay. Alright, let's do the doctors now, which I have no idea how to do, but let's try. Since I was thinking which adult animation to use, but I'll go with this guy. Yeah, because I've shown this into the first episode. The way to do interior games is to just create, press create, and then do empty, raise the height of the terrain as much as you can, and then press word size massive. And this is what is created, this thing. So then you can do an interior game without having to craft the rooms, and you also save on terrain space. Just look at the terrain cells. I can do a lot more. And imagine that I also build this mountain line here in addition to this whole huge thing and the complexity inside with all the rooms. So I mean, you get, it's a huge advantage to do it that way. Alright, so let's make this guy look like a doctor somehow. Let's go to, first I'm gonna remove his head, I mean his hat. I got too used with this whole mess. Oh yeah, I said that they will wear masks, right? Let's see, they will wear masks. I was thinking this mask or the other one. Okay, let's make this mask look more like the doctor's mask. Let me go. I'm gonna quickly Google quarantine. Doctors. Let's see how they look. Yeah, okay, I found one. Oh, they look funny. Nah, I don't think I can do that. They look like freaking Legos. Okay, I will do something yellow because they have the yellow colors. Is that all the yellow you can do? Seriously? Alright, well. There's no more yellow. Right. I'll recolor metal too. Like a bit yellow. And instead of orange, maybe do just transparent, I guess. Like this. Alright. Now chest. What do doctors usually wear? That might look like a doctor if he didn't have that weird. Let's see. No. Oh, yeah, and they have that weird bats in the back. Actually, not too much. Right, the hands. No. It's something that looks sci-fi but isn't oh, there we go. I think that's the best. Those gloves are the best. It's my favorite clothing prop because it reminds me of Time Splitters for some reason. Okay, white is good because doctors have white stuff, right? Pants. What do those guys wear? Alright, I'll use this one because it's a bit complex. Hey Wolfenum, how's it going? Alright, I think he looks cool. Like a cool doctor, somehow. Although I would prefer if you had Zeph's tunic. You know what, I'll try it. Let me finish it and then I'll try that. Not too complex. Let's try. No. Come on, give me something simple. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Dizzy Donkey Dan. Right, cool, whatever. Right, I think. Nah, I don't mind, don't worry. Yeah, for some reason I want to cover his ankles. So even though I do love the shoes, I need something like that covers this area. Alright, I'll do boots. Unfortunately, we don't have many choices. And then I'll try Seth's tunic, see. Where's it? That's actually Scoundrel. Oh, wait. Alright. Nah, I couldn't find a better one, so I'm just gonna keep this one. Alright, I need to change his hair a bit. Let's do... I don't know. Let's see what do we have. Maybe I can do a hat as well. Some sort of... Is it? Right, because we haven't started with the attachments yet. Let's alright, so we want a hat, right? Let me see. I was thinking, what if this is a mask but it's not really a mask made out of the normal props? Let's experiment. Ah, come on. This game lags a lot for me. Alright. What if we could use this thing here as a small comment? Alright. Forget this idea, I guess. If we can make this smaller, then that would be a different story. Right. How about using Collier's gas mask? Oh, you sure have a huge head. Alright. I think I like him more with this mask. What do you guys think? This mask or this mask? Alright. Since we have two doctors, we'll have one with a yellow mask and then another one with this one. Now this guy reminds me of Bane for some reason. Alright, so let's make this guy head a bit smaller. There we go. And also remove the mask from his head. There we go. That's fine. Oh, it's too big. Unless it becomes too small. Oh, nice. fit this in, right? Okay, yes. Alright, so we have our two doctors. Let's change this guy's clothing as well, because I really want to use Chef's tunic. Like this. I think he looks even cooler like this. Alright, so let me also change the color of this guy. I don't even know. I don't think I'm a moderator. I think I have to become one because I also take. I mean, let's see. Am I a moderator? I don't think I am. Anyhow, yeah. I'll probably tell them to be one so I can do some stuff and ban users that or bots. Okay. Okay, so we have our two doctors here. So place one here. Alright, so the other guy will be looking at you like this. So it's time to add a few notes. No worries, I'll speak with Mescat later on, and I'll tell him to grant me privileges so I can mod the stream, mod the chat, because I've seen some bots lately as well. Anyway, okay, so initially this guy will be looking at you, and oh yeah, we need to remove all that. So we need, okay, so after 6 seconds, actually for 6 seconds, let's initiate our object variables first so we know what we're doing. So we have we'll call him tall doctor for some reason. I think he's tall. This guy, and then Doctor A with this one. Oh well, since I created them in that order, then I'll just name this guy Dr. B. I don't think I will ever forget, so okay, so we know which one's which now, and I'm gonna have Dr. B, sounds like a code name, do an emote for 6 seconds. No. He move after 6 seconds. Oh, what? Towards... right, I'll set this node for now. What? Alright, so it's a different tile called add speed. Yeah, I keep confusing that. Add speed 0.1. And we don't, oh, you know what? Minimum distance 0. And since we don't want him to walk all the time, no, actually he won't do that. Okay, I'll say after 10 seconds, Dr. A, where's Dr. A? There he is. Actually, this is his node, so he's gonna move here, and then Dr. A will move here. And here, he'll do something, actually, okay, so here, he will do something with this machine. So we don't need this node. Too bad I don't have the Kinect animation ready for him to type something. I could have had something. Anyhow. Right, so move towards... Thanks. Yeah, I built it in 2 streams back, I think. I was thinking to build an area here too, but I'll leave this after this cutscene. So this guy will move towards this equipment. We set the speed. We did. Right, and one more thing. It's a cool thing to do. If you want to make sure he stops and then do emotes, then say after 1 second, Dr. A moving, and add the not tile in front, so he's not moving, then Dr. A emote, I don't know what emote looks like he's typing something. I think I will say explain. Alright, this is a simple setup. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, no worries. You don't need to. If you don't have a number after a countdown timer, it means 1. Defaults to 1. So instead of saying countdown timer 1, you just say countdown timer. It saves you time. think I need to find a better way to debug this before, so I don't have to see this every time. And Super Mario Rainbow. Alright, so our guy doesn't do anything. Interesting. No, it's that's how the cutscene is, don't worry. It should become less blurry in a second. Alright, so I guess nobody's doing anything, so that means I might have done something wrong. Yeah, that's the glitch effect. That was me. Alright, so, whoa. Yeah, I need to fix his mask. I don't know why that happened. No, it wasn't. That was me. It got pixelated. I know. That was an effect I was making. Why did this mask go down like this? That was weird. Oh, when you were running through breaking it. Alright, alright. Yeah, well. Okay. Yeah, I guess because of all the motion. Well, it's always good to see the final result in your Xbox, because in Xbox it plays even better than what you see here, even than my PC. I tested it and it looks amazing. Anyhow, why this guy's mask is so weird? And why did anything work? Alright, you know what? Simple stuff. Let's disable everything and work our way through this cutscene straight away. I still wonder why I haven't done this yet. Alright, so this is another test case. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna simply disable my generic logic. Not true, false. Yeah, it's really cool. And it also, like, when you destroy stuff, if you look back, it looks like a freaking mess. Like a tornado or a bomb just went by. It's and the good thing, it doesn't glitch the game. Like, it doesn't lower performance too much. I was expecting a lot worse results, but I realized that if you don't have any glued props trying to do physics, then everything's good. Alright, so we have to disable this guy and enable this guy here. So that's how simple it was. Yeah, let's see if it works first. Alright, good luck, Amnesia. Alright, so apparently he created my player. Yeah, I'll destroy player as well, just to be sure. No, and this has to happen only for one frame. We don't need this happening all the time. player doesn't like to stay deleted, I guess. What else do we have? Alright, what else do we need to disable here? For some reason it works. Alright, I'll just do it like this. Have to remember to enable it again. Oh, I got it. I know what it is. The reason this guy was not moving before and now he is moving is because I set the word pace to 0 and I forgot to set it back to 1. There we go. They're working kind of weird. Maybe I need to increase their walking speed. Alright. Yeah, do you know where I took the idea? MCS5. It looks exactly the same. Well, it's not exactly, I mean, the whole setting, you know, like you're in the hospital, you have blurry eyes, and you cannot see anything. Okay, yeah, this has to be 0.3 at least. Where's the other one? Alright. We'll also make them speak between, I guess, some sort of small dialogue. See, now this guy looks like he's doing something because he's doing the explain mode. Alright. I guess I need to make this sphere a bit bigger. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't show the sphere? Yeah, I guess it doesn't show the sphere. You know what? We haven't even made it creepy yet. So what are we gonna do? This doctor comes this way, right? So I'm gonna have him okay, I'm gonna place a door here. Nailhead, yeah. I don't know if you play Evil Within, but they had these sort of things that they were messing with his brain and stuff. Genius scan, brother. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, create a door here. This. There we go. Just another room. Okay, let me add a small ceiling here. Oh no. Alright. Paint it modern. Okay, cool. Now let's add 2 glass doors. You know what? I'm tempted to grab this from another level. See if I have it saved in my assemblies. Actually, let me search somewhere else. Trying to remember where I had those. It's in my OneDrive somewhere. Level backup, master backup, maybe here. Let's search for door. Door, no, okay, so it's not here. Okay, let's search for slide. Slide without an E. No? Alright. So I guess it's not here then. Yeah. Where did I have this? It's called what assembly, but I don't think. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Alright, I'll grab it manually, I guess. So in order to avoid the whole saving for ages thing, I'm just gonna press test quickly. And then I'm gonna exit. Alright, and let's move to this level here. Which I use those doors. They're basically sliding doors. But they have a nice little... They have some cool logic, so... Okay, it's automatic doors, alright. Is that it? Yes. Let's see if that's the one. Rotate that one, go there, right, cool. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. The one with the Easter egg, right? Alright, let's add this door here. Yeah, that was it. That was the Easter egg. Easter egg competition, community competition, something like that. Right. So what we have to do here is place it like this. And then change the trigger zone. Oh, it's pretty cool, trigger zone. There's no need to change that. Alright, and instead of triggering to global player, I will say to this guy's Dr. B. Let's see if any global player is here. Alright. Okay, so yeah, the last day somebody managed to find it. It was the word master. That was the word. Alright, so let's try to make let's first see how small the primitive can be. Is it small enough? Yeah, not really. Alright, I'll try to take this guy here. Okay, so this guy will hold the body of the person here. So he will see his own body being dragged out. So I have to improve the looks of this, but actually, you know, not like this. I will add some more primitives. And I'm not gonna glue them because I really need the props right now. Let's check something. You know what? This prop looks a lot more promising than I thought it looked. Alright, really? Grab this version straight away. Is there something attached? Alright. Alright, yeah, no worries, Corey. Thanks for the help. And see you around. Alright, no problem. Okay, so we have this. I need something to connect them from below. Let's see what else we have in sci-fi. There we go. Actually, I don't need to change anything. I'll just power this off. Alright. Also gonna grab those guys. Alright, so here there will be a body, but now here's the trick. How do we make a sci-fi body without a head? That's a real challenge, you know. So first of all, I'm gonna grab some sort of alpha character model, remove his head. I think I had basically all the glitches have no head, so I'm just gonna grab one of those. I'll place this. Place this on the cart. not sure if it's going to be possible to see that body, because I think it's a bit too high. I cannot make this smaller, right? Alright, let me bring this down a bit. Okay, so this guy has no physics. And he's attached to this guy. Okay. Yeah, I think it's cool. Alright, I'll change this guy's node to here and then here. And then here. So we need to do a couple of tricks to get him to walk where we need to. So I'm gonna find where he moves. This is here. Alright, there's a better way. Okay. Alright, now this will be tricky. How do we make the how do we make him move this oh, you know what? I know how. I'm actually gonna say this guy doesn't cannon move. It's actually fixed, so we don't need with flying. Move at speed 0.1. I need a new node. Alright. If this goes well, it will look awesome. Turn speed. Make this 10. So he needs to come here first and then turn slowly to head towards the next node. Alright. And just to make a cool sound effect when the carrier is moving, I'll do no, 0.2 is too much. 0.4 with a loop and with an overlap, and we're done. The carrier sounds. Right, and then okay, so yeah, okay. Can I set this up? No, I didn't. Maybe this works, maybe. There's a small possibility that this will work. Great. Keep a good stack at the first point. Things first. That. Alright, so what didn't work here? Is that 0.5? Oh yeah, so let's say 0 here. Let's see. I think we need to increase it. Till it works, you know. Yeah, that's your body. Although, I have to say it's not that visible. It's not that obvious, actually. Oh, no worries. And it's also overlapping from the bottom, which I had to fix. Ah, this guy. What's wrong with this guy? Alright, let's set something really big. See if it works. Set something like 1. Actually, I said something really big, so let's say 1.5. Not even then. Interesting. How is this guy doing it then? Alright. Quick solution, because I don't know what is happening. Alright, so I guess that's not the problem then. I think I know what's wrong. Yeah, that's what's wrong. Oh. Yeah, I could totally do that. Actually, there you go. You want him to blink? I'm gonna say global blinking enable equals true. So now it will blink. Now I should say we're strafing. Yeah. And here I'm gonna say turn slowly towards. Oh no. Alright, you know what? Nothing simple unless you use a logic cube. using just a huge load keep here. I'm gonna call it carrier and paint it just black, and then I'm gonna attach this guy. And then I'm gonna code this guy to move because the other one is just a mess. Whoa, wait. Oh yeah, I need to raise this guy a bit too. There we go. Oh damn it. Keep forgetting to do that. Go forward needs to be this way. Right. So right, that's this guy. You reference only this guy. Carrier. Alright, so blinking occurs every 9 seconds. I don't know if we tested that much. So. Oh, yeah, it won't occur now because I've disabled the generic load cube. But if we were watching this in real game time, then it will also blink. Why is this happening? Alright. And it's not making any sound though. Now. I need to add this in the center of the turning. I think the center of turning of geometry has to be somewhere here, so otherwise he will turn in a weird way. Alright, one more thing, because I didn't hear any sound, I'm gonna move this logic to this guy. Okay, and oh yeah, one more thing, this guy was not following properly, so I will say minimum distance 0.2. There we go. He's also turning a bit fast. Maybe this guy to be here instead. This guy here. And I'm gonna set this guy's turning speed to 5. I think it was looking good before. And still this guy has to be a bit closer. So I think this is it for the stream. So the next time I'm gonna make those guys talk and say random things, and I'm gonna probably try to find a way to make this body a bit more obvious to see. I don't know what this happens. So I think that's all for now. And yeah, I think. Alright, so here is where the blur goes off. You're starting to see things. I also have to find a way to fix this thing. Why does it do that? It's like the camera goes higher a bit for some reason. And then I want to do a screenshot where it starts like it starts black and then it just zooms out from his eyes to show that he's in this state, like this. And I'll probably add some more design here. But yeah, I think that will be it for this time. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you again on Monday. Thanks.